Hi everyone, Flaming Footy here, and welcome back to a new video on the channel. And today, guys, here I am to continue the AFL 23 rebuilding series. In today's video, I'm going to be attempting to rebuild Carlton in AFL 23, and I'll be announcing the rebuild list as I always do at the end of the rebuild. But of course, though, as we all know, we all know how these rebuilds work. If you've watched one before, and if you don't, we just simulate through season 1. We get to the trade period, try and improve the list, and then go again in season 2 and see if we make an improvement on the on the year before. And of course, the ultimate aim is to do better than what we did in our first year. So of course, as per usual, just going to simulate through these first few games, and it hasn't been a great start. It's been a shaky start, and now got the Good Friday game against North Melbourne at Marvel, and we lose that one. Gather round against another struggling side, the Crows. So just got to get the win here. Really have to, and we lose that one as well. So there's a couple of little concerns early in the season. Just got the little wobbles at the moment. Got the Saints, and we lose by 25. So we need to try and get a couple of wins on the board. We play another struggling side, and we win that one. Is that what we need? Is that the momentum shifter that we need? We're playing the Lions now at Marvel, and we win that one. So we're just getting a couple of wins, and that was a good side that we knocked off as well. Now got a team around us, as in the Western Bulldogs. We need to beat them. We lose. So just our momentum has been halted. Got the Pies now. This is a big one, of course. Always want to knock off the rivals. Good win. 43 points. Solid win as well. Don't want to do that. We want to go to... That's right. Got the Swans now. Friday night footy SCG. Good win. A couple of really good wins in a row, by the way. We've done a really good job to pick up a couple wins right before the mid-season, and got our bye coming up soon. Got the D's. We lose that one, unfortunately. So couldn't quite beat another good side there, but now got the Dons, who are below us, and got to try and well, actually they're above us now with their result, but got to try and win. And oh no. We lose that one, and the top 8 now, we're just falling out of touch. Need to beat the Suns, and do. That's a good win. This is where Carlton resurrected their season in real life, was against the Gold Coast Suns. So, a 9-game winning streak here would be pretty helpful, actually. The Hawks, we beat them by 7. Doesn't matter how much we win by, just got to get the wins. And all of a sudden, we're just a game or two outside the top 8, really. We beat the Dockers. Winning streak is on. I think we're equal 8th at the moment. I think we're equal 8th in 13th, but we're equal 8th. We lose the Port by 4 after having a really good lead. That hurts. We've got the Eagles now, and that chance that we had, only win by 6. We need to try and pick up this percentage as well, but need to beat the Pies. If we want in, we've got to try and win every game from here, and we lose. So pretty much now that essential every game is is what we need to do. We need to win every game from here to get into the top 8. It'll be tough. It'll be really tough. It will be really, really, really tough now. Got to win every game from here, as I said. Got to beat the D's, who have been one of the good sides of the year. And that just almost sums up the year, having played alright, and then just we've lost our last 3. We beat the Suns by 12. I think we potentially keep our year alive. Let's have a little look. The ladder... We are not alive. I thought we might, but no, we are not alive, and that is definitely disappointing, because and we lose by 1 point in a heartbreaking final round where the Giants end up kicking the last 3 goals. So not a great year. 14th spot, you can argue, we're only 2 games outside of the top 6, but 14th, though, our percentage did let us down again, so not great. Right, Brownlow, Hopper, Cole. Oh, actually, hang on, we need to see who polled the most Brownlow votes. Sam Walsh with the 15. Coleman Medal. Looks like it is Adam Chera, very surprisingly, with the 21 goals, and then Binns polled 20 Rising Star votes, but couldn't beat Benning of the Dockers. All-Australian team now. Jack Carroll got into the forward line. Wonder how many goals he kicked for the year. And then nobody else even made the team. Alright, we're going to advance. We're going to have a look at the grand final. See who played in there. Right, let's have a look. It was the Power and the Tigers. The Power comfortably stormed home by 54 points against the Tigers in a game which they had won probably at about quarter time, really. And right, let's go ahead now and start making some moves with the trade period. So right, we're going to go contracts first with not the roster, with the list management, player contracts. Right, who is out of contract? Jack Silvani's one of them. We're going to offer him a deal to stay at the football club. I think 473 is probably a little over. It's 458. I think that should be okay. He does not want to stay. He's going to auto negotiate. Okay, there we go. Sweet. Got him on. Paddy Dow. He's another one. And we've got, the Blues have got plenty of midfield options. So I don't know if he's one that actually needs to stay. Lockie Fogarty, he can stay though. And plus, he's not on big money anyway. So, okay, he doesn't want to stay. Alright. Well, then that means it's probably best to try and sign Dow on anyway. Because, it's just good to have 245. So if he wants to stay, he can stay on this kind of money anyway. It's not a lot. So yeah, happy with that. Right, let's see. We've got DeConing, who's out of contract, and McGovern. Both of those players need to be signed on quickly. Mitch McGovern is the first one. He wants 443,000. We'll offer that up. 444,000 for him. He's accepted. Brilliant. And now we're going to go down to Tom DeConing, of course, the emerging ruckman that could play anywhere on the ground, really. Such a versatile one to have, and one that I definitely want to keep. 442,000. Alright, right, there we go. Sign him on. Brilliant. And now, who else? So we've got Lockie Fogarty, who won't be receiving contract. We've got Kemp, who is one that I do want to keep. We'll sign him on for 201,000, see if he takes that. 236,000. Alright, I'm happy to do that. That's too easy. We'll sign him on. Right. Let's have a look at who else needs to be signed on. So we've got Plowman, who is an 83 rated defender, so I'll consider him. Marchbank, who is rated horribly in this game. And what money is he? I mean, if he's on low money, I can keep him on. But if he's a 74 overall, which is, I thought he might have been more than that. That's a bit disappointing. Not going to get much for him. Plowman, what about him? I'm happy to explore the money with him, but I'm not happy to go too far. 52. I think we can get somebody better for Lockie Plowman, so I'm not gonna do that. I reckon we can get somebody better than Lockie Plowman. Marchbank, he'll be leaving. Nick Newman, I'm happy to keep him if he takes an appropriate money, probably about 400,000, probably be tops. Yep, he wants 394, so that just pretty much at the ceiling of that contract. Let's have a look at who else needs to be signed on. We've got a couple of players already that won't be receiving contracts. Cunningham, no, he's one that can get a contract. He can stay. Again, providing some midfield depth. He doesn't want to be. He doesn't want to be at the club. That's fine. Right, we've got this. I don't know who this person is. If he wants another year on the rookie list, I can give him another year on the rookie list. But probably aside from that, he doesn't even want to be here anyway. O'Keefe, the ruckman, he's on the primary list. Happy to sign him on for a year. He doesn't want to be there either. Alright, that's fine. We've got King Cotter. I do want to keep him though. Mature age recruit, I'm pretty sure. So he's unhappy. Okay, I'm happy to talk with a couple more mega bucks here. $150,000, 3-year deal. He doesn't want to stay either. Alright, well then he can go. Oh geez, there's a lot of players that actually need to be signed on. Durden, no. Boyd, yeah, he can stay. I'll give him another. Oh, actually, hang on, wait. I think he's already been signed on. Has he? Yeah, he has. Josh Honey, I can give him a couple years if he wants it. But again, I'm not going to be able to offer him up too much. He doesn't want to be at the club either. Ed Kerno is probably retiring. But we'll have a look. We'll see. He doesn't want to be here either. Alright, there's plenty of players that don't want to stay at the club. Right, we've got Sam Phillip. I'm assuming it'll be the same story with him. But I actually am going to try and keep him here. 173,000, especially when I see that potential overall. And that is what it takes. We've kept him on. So, yeah, it looks like it's a bit of a clean out it's fair to say. Right, there we go. We signed on Josh Honey as well. And right, so we've got, yeah. Alright, so we've managed to hold on to a couple players. And yeah, the players that aren't receiving contracts will go back up to the top of the list and go down. Right, let's see. So the players that aren't receiving contracts, Lockie Fogarty, which I am actually going to give him one. He stays. Alright, so the players that are not receiving contracts are all down here. Plowman is one of them. Marchbank, so we've got Plowman, Marchbank, Cunningham, Curnow, that's Ed Curnow, Sam Durden, Chincotta, which, there we go, Chincotta will get a contract, and then this Akui, O'Keefe, and Sam Durden. Alright, so we're going to start with O'Keefe, Durden, and Akui, or whatever his name is. Wait, what, the trade period is closed? Has it not opened yet? Okay, there we go. It is now open. The trade period is now open. Now we can start making some moves. Who do we want to trade with? We are going to trade with... we're going to trade with Melbourne. We know they've got plenty of good defensive options. Jed Adams, the key defender, has got plenty of potential. Okay, I like the look of that. He's like a bargain player that I could easily sign on. That potential is looking really good. So it's not going to be a very high profile move, but we can get him in and we can not have to give up a lot at all. I'm not going to do O'Keefe. I'm going to do probably, who could I do? Something that's got something attached to them, but not a whole heap. Probably O'Keefe is probably the best option, really. So I'm going to ask the question of this and maybe see if I can get like a pick of theirs in the door as well. I doubt they're going to do it. They don't take long to decline. What about just to like they're not like for like, but they decline after some consideration. Alright, well, I mean, plus we don't really like to have these back-ended picks, so we'll throw them in. They decline again after some consideration. Just keep on throwing in these late picks. We'll do that now. 97, we'll throw that in there. They decline again. Alright, well then we'll do 79. And that is probably the most I'd be willing to give up. They still decline after some consideration. We'll give up a future round 5 draft pick as well. They still decline. Future round 4 is probably the best that I can do. They are still declining. So it'll have to be another player that we throw in. So I'll throw in this Akui, but then I'm going to demand a pick in return. We'll go for their first round pick. I doubt they'll give it up. Don't take long to decline. Alright, then we'll just ask for their second round pick of 36. And they decline after long deliberations. So that means we are close to making an agreement. They decline again still. I'm just trying to get rid of these later picks that I don't want. They're still declining. So what about then just 55? I think they should be able to do it for that. And they accept. And we get pick 55 and Jed Adams for 2 players, and now we're going to go with rivals Collingwood, and we're going to give up Sam Durden, who's a key defender, so we're going to have to try and get like for like again, or, well, yeah, probably like for like realistically, and then Lockie Plowman's another one, but I think to throw into the deal, I can add Marchbank. And now we should be able to get somebody or something of significant value. And probably looking at a key defender or a key player, Murphy more. Murphy would be a really good one. In fact, Plowman for Murphy would be a good one. So we're going to take these players out. We're going to sign Murphy on a long deal, $371,000. There we go. So he's a good one because his potential is through the roof as well. So I like that. First, we'll just ask the question of two for one. Oh, they did it already. They did it already. That's a steal. That is an absolute steal. That is a brilliant steal. Right, now we've got Ed Curnow to give up. And again, I'll probably be looking at a key defender, so we're going to go Curnow. Who else is there? There's a pretty good one at the Tigers as well, another really good key defender, Josh Gibcus. He's got potential through the roof, this man. He's got tons of potential. Look at that potential overall. 90, oh, he wants 570,000, so I'm going to have to bring this right back. I mean, look, I feel like for a player of his caliber, though, 570,000 is not even that bad. I'm going to stop it about halfway, 365, see if he takes that. He wants 481, so we're bringing his demands down. That's what we like to see. We could probably snare him for a little bit cheaper if we wanted to, but I'm happy to do that, and he has accepted. Now the Tigers, they're not going to budge, I don't think. I don't think they'll do this immediately decline. So we're going to have to give up a lot, because he's a really good player. So I'm going to throw in a future second round pick. They immediately decline. What about a future first and second to get Josh Gibcus? Because I've paid big money, and even though we probably ripped ourselves off a little bit, I think the potential of this man is just so good. So it's pretty hard to, it was always going to be hard. Once I'd signed him on, it was going to be really hard not to try and get through the deal anyway. So we've got Cunningham, who is one of them. Cunningham, Plowman, and I think that will be it for who is unsigned. Yeah, so it's Cunningham and Plowman. So we don't have a lot left to manoeuvre. We still do have, we don't actually have our first rounder anymore. But we're going to go with St Kilda now. And again, if we're trading Plowman, we probably want a key defender. So, right, we want our players, right. We've got Cunningham there. We've got Plowman as well. Where's Lockie Plowman? I'm trying to find him. I think I've already gone past him. I think I might have just seen his name. No, that was Cowan. Right, where's Plowman? There he is, 83. So there's probably only so much we could do. Caminiti, he'd be good. He can play like a third to a forward, but he could be one that we could look at in the future, perhaps. Maybe towards, like, maybe later on the rebuild or something. Windhager. There is something that I do want to look at, though, and I think he's going to be pretty hard to snare. But we'll have a look at him anyway. And it is... Have they traded him, I reckon? Oh, no. It's Wilkie. He's too far off the... He's off the table. He's going to be too much. So we're going to clear that trade. We're not going to bother with St Kilda. We're going to go to Essendon. We might try for Ridley. Let's have a look at where he is. Jordan Ridley, he's an 89. He's even more off the table than anyone else. So we'll go the Western Bulldogs. Actually, they don't actually have a lot of great defensive options. So going to clear that. Maybe like a forward. Maybe we could snare like Oscar Allen from away from the Eagles. He's an 87. Who else could we do? Is there anybody else from the Eagles that might be worth snaring away? Probably not. It's hard now because the midfield is fine, and that's where clubs are quite stacked. Gold Coast, they've got a ton of key forwards. They don't need them all. They're not going to want to share, but they don't need them all. So, right, who? Oh, Joel Jeffrey. He can play like a medium. I think that's probably what would be good. Actually, would be like a medium forward or something. So I think Joel Jeffrey would probably fill a very nice gap. He could play as a third tool. You could probably play anywhere on the ground. He could probably even be like a midfielder or something. So the future is bright for Joel Jeffrey. So yeah, I'm very happy to negotiate a deal with him. And luckily enough, we just happen to have a perfect player that can be traded for him. And they go by the name of David Cunningham. Now, I have already ripped myself off a couple times already, especially with Gibcus. So I'm going to try and get another pick back in return. They decline after some consideration. It was to the straight swap, and they accept after long deliberations. Beautifully done right there by me. Right, the last one is Lockie Plowman. We need more key defenders. And let's have a look at Hawks. They've got a young list, which would be brilliant to try and add to this list. Blank is a key defender. Probably would take a little while. Or Weddle. He's got lots of dare. I reckon I could probably get him for picks, Josh Weddle. I don't think that I'd actually need to give a player for him. I reckon I could get him for picks. So... yeah, I'm going to try and get him with like a future third and maybe a pick in this year's draft. Because he's pick 18, so he's in the first round, but he's only rated as 74. And what have we got? Maybe we'll go 43, future round 3, future round 4. We'll ask the question that they don't take long to decline. What about 55? It might have to be 24, but in all honesty, I'd be pretty willing to give up 24 to get Weddle. It's around. I mean, he's probably got more value than what this pick has, but we'll see if we can like try and bundle up some picks. Let's have a look at that. They decline after lots of consideration. Round 5, future round 5, they decline. Maybe we'd have to do some manoeuvring with our first round. Oh, they accept it. Beautiful. We did just give off a lot of our draft hand, but we get Josh Weddle in, and he's a quality player. We're going to go with the Eagles, who did finish low on the ladder. They've got pick 2. We've got pick 4. We need to try and fill like a middle gap in the draft. So I'm just going to go for... I'd be happy to like give up all of this for a 20-second pick or something. Don't take long to decline. Is there anybody else that is like kind of a fringe at this club that we don't really need? Because if there is, then there's no point in them staying here, and they'd get more opportunity at West Coast anyway. Let's have a look. Lemmy, he's a key forward. He's never going to get a game at Carlton either. He's never going to get a game. We'll see if we can ask for a little bit more in return from him. We'll go 22. I think that might be... that's enough. There we go. So we get back into that second round. Harry Lemmy's the unfortunate player, which does have to make way. But again, though, it's not great having a big gap in the draft. Now, I know we've still got Plowman to go. And then that's it. So we're going to go for Brisbane. They've got tons of quality players everywhere on the ground. Joyce is a key defender. That's an 82. Probably not him. I want to... Darcy Fort could be one that could... Oh, no, I've already got DeConing and Pitnet. Players that already have that versatility. Jack Payne, he's a big-bodied defender. He might be better than Plowman. So I'm going to offer him up a 4-year deal, $272,318. Probably a little bit out of the price range that I would have been looking for. We'll go for... Who else is there? I want to try and get rid of some of those unnecessary late-end picks. What about like an elite ball user off the back line to partner with Sard? And a good one is Kadeen Coleman. Now, I might have to give up a lot for him. I'm not quite sure what I'd have to do to get him, but he would slot into that off the half back line really well as a 583,000. Nah, sorry, that's not going to happen. Another elite user off the back line is Jasper Fletcher. Now, I'm probably going to have to work a bit of magic here because he's going to be pretty hard to get because I don't have a lot of picks. But we've signed him, and now it's to what do I have, which I've got late picks, which I don't need and don't want. So I'm going to ask this question. Immediately decline, they're insulted. Is there anybody else that I can give that would be pretty unlucky? I mean, we still do have Plowman, so maybe we can package it up and get a couple of quality draft picks in the door. I'm going to ask a lot of them, but I'm going to ask for their first round pick and their future first. Now, I got their first round pick and I want their second round pick as well. And they immediately declined the offer. So I'm going to go just for pick 9. They immediately declined. What about if I add in some of my later junk that I don't want, like these picks? Does that immediately decline? Alright, so we are in a fair bit of trouble at the moment, I reckon, because I don't really know what I can give up. Probably just this stuff now to try and have a front end heavy draft hand, but this is where it gets really tough because now somebody's essentially got another player has to make way off the list, and now this is where it gets hard because I kind of already used all the trump cards that I kind of had. But is there one more that remains? Chincotta would probably be the only option, which in all honesty, like for like, could work. So I'll ask the question. They immediately decline, so they want to keep him on, obviously, and I might just have to give up some of these picks as well. They quickly decline. What about if I was to swap 97 for 55 and then just like kind of do a little bit of pick maneuvering like that? Don't take long to decline. What about this? I can't really do... Oh, no, this is turning into be a nightmare, this trade, because yeah, I just don't know what else I can do, because he's one that I want. So I'm not going to give up. Maybe we just got to do the doom and gloom. Maybe we just got to do this. Chincotta and 4 for Fletcher and 9. 9 is a long way back. What about if we were swap 22 and 29? I think I'd be more happy to do that. Like, quickly decline, and then we can just chuck in some late back end junk that we don't want. This is the way that we might be getting the best deal possible. Because, yeah, I'm not going to be able to do much more, because I don't want to trade first rounds. I definitely don't want to do that. Definitely don't want to be trading first round picks, because, yeah, that's not good. 61 and 79. I guess now this is probably our best to leave a big gapping hole in our draft order. And what else could we do? Like, we could probably do a future round 2 for our second or something like that, but he's going to be a hard one. I'm probably just going to have to throw in a pick or something as well. Murkov is a ruck. I don't need him, but then that means I'm going to demand another thing from Brisbane, and I'm going to demand some middle picks now, because I've given up 2 players. They immediately decline. What about just 29? Surely immediately decline. What about if I still want to try and get rid of this late junk that I don't want, and then we'll just do this. They immediately decline. What about just for 48? I'm giving up a lot here, but I'm okay. 66. This is the best, but then they're not going to be getting that. They're going to be getting that instead. They're going to be getting these picks that I don't want, and they surely have to accept something soon. We're at a stalemate here. We are literally at a stalemate with the Brisbane Lions. We're still at this stalemate. I cannot believe it. This is the best that I'm going to be able to do. They don't take long to decline. You know what? Just take the 2 players, walk away. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. They don't want to stop. We have been at a stalemate. All trade with them. And I don't know what else there is to do. I'm going to be able to give up this, and then I can probably shuffle the picks back once more. Before then, it's probably done, really. They don't take long. We'll shuffle back one more. We'll go 61 and 79. Oh my goodness, wow. They are really want to, and I mean, I don't blame them. Of course they'd want to be hanging on to Jasper Fletcher. He's a really good player, and I actually don't have, I am lost now. I don't have anything unless if I turn to another top pick, so I'm gonna have to give up another player here, which is unbelievable. And one of them is Josh Honey. I'm fine to give him up, but now I just got to be getting stuff in return though. Like, I've got to be getting stuff in return now. Absolutely have to be. I want to get all this in return from the Lions, because I'm giving up 3 players. I want to get, even if it's just pick 29, I don't even care if it's just pick 29. I just want to get stuff in return. Surely. Oh, what about if it's just 48? Finally, stalemate done. That took a lot of the video, but we get to a deal with the Lions. That's like a deadline day kind of deal right there. We only just got through, and now we are, well, we're not going back with the Lions actually. No way am I trading with the Lions. But what I am going to do is I'm going to give up this rubbishy stuff, these picks that I don't want. I'd be happy to take a future round 5 from the Western Bulldogs just to get rid of that. That's what we're going to do in the future. We're going to trade with the Premiers, Port Adelaide now, and we are going to go for, we've got a very shallow draft hand, so we're going to give up some of next year's stuff to get back into this year's draft, get some of those picks back. They decline after long deliberation, so we're probably close to reaching a agreement. And then, well, then what about if I was to, instead of giving up a round 7, I just give up our last pick in this year's draft, which stands at 79. They decline after long deliberations. And I don't really have a lot more to do. We're probably just going to be at a stalemate, really, because, again, that's all that I've got. So we're going to have to avoid the power. We're going to go with the, I don't know who finished Wooden Spoon. Probably might have been West Coast, perhaps. They got 59. That'll do it for me, though. That's enough to do this trade with. Hopefully they accept. They decline after long deliberations. So now we're going to go with a team that probably would have finished around the area. The Gold Coast Suns, what have they got? They got pick 65. I think that'll still work with this. And yeah, just get another pick in this year's draft, and they decline. Are you serious? Are you serious? They decline, and really, in all honesty, who cares about next year's stuff? Let's do a free agent transfer now. Let's have a look at some of the player transfers. So, wow, look at how much we gave up to the Lions there. We gave up a lot, but in there we did get Jasper Fletcher. We've done a really good job this trade period to get lots of good players in, and now it's the normal free agents that move around. So we're going to have a look at the free agent list, like searchable players. This is going to be the last one, so we're going to have a look at. Unrestricted free agent, just get it done nice and simple. Crouch, Haitley, McAdam, McPherson, Seaman, Brown, Adams, who's a key defender, so going to sign him on, because again, key defenders through the free agents is a really good way to get some good key defenders. Mark Adams, he'll be a good one to have, or Marcus Adams, sorry, he'll be a good one to have. There we go, Marcus Adams has accepted. And there we go. So, yeah, nicely done there by us. We get Marcus Adams. Why am I calling him Mark Adams? We get Marcus Adams through the free agents, and now we're going to go ahead and continue on. We got who we wanted through the free agency, Marcus Adams, and that's all that we need to do. I think I'm happy with what we've got. The trade period is officially closed, and now we move through to the draft and national draft. Here we go. Our first pick stands at pick 4. It was. Where did all of our draft go? Oh, we don't have room. Uh oh. Oh, hang on, wait, no, this is the rookie draft. Is this the rookie draft, or is this the national draft? This is a rookie draft. Wait, I think this might have been done wrong, perhaps. I'm not quite sure what's happened here. This might be a game thing, but yeah, it's fair to say that I was, and still am, relatively concerned. This has to be the main draft, doesn't it? Surely. Or the one pick. Yeah, I'm confused. We should have gotten more bang for our buck, because we bought in so many players. We probably didn't have any room. Okay, so missed opportunity there, and we've done a lot of trades. So it's fair to say going into year 2, I am unsure. I am unsure going into year 2 with what we have got potentially. I'm not quite sure how we're going to go. I'm not quite sure how we're going to go in year 2, because we have traded off a lot of players that didn't want to be here, though. So if they don't want to be here, they've got a right to exercise their moves. They've got a right to move if they want to. But I'm unsure with how year 2 is going to go, just based on the fact that we did give off a lot of players. I am aware of that. We'll admit to that. We did get a lot of players in, but whether they're the right players that suit our club or not will be determined when it gets to the end of the year. And of course, to beat last year, we need to finish in 13th or higher, because I'm pretty sure we finished 14th last year. So again, it is. I know what we've got to do. I know what we've got to do to achieve a pass mark this year, which is realistically the top 8. We fell 2 games out of the top 6 last year, so it'd be great to get in there this year. Got the Crows now, Marvel Stadium, win that one by 27. Got the Lions, who of course were at a stalemate with for so long. We struggled to get a deal with them. For Fletcher, we had to give up 3 players and picks to get Jasper Fletcher across, and he gets the bragging rights over his former side. Does Jasper Fletcher on a bit of a roll here? Got the Giants at Giants Stadium, we lose that one. Got the Saints now on a Saturday night, or on a Friday night, Saturday night, whenever it is, at the MCG. We win that one by 5, a thriller. Got North Melbourne again, we play them in round 2. Pretty quick double up. We're playing them again in round 10 at Marvel Stadium. We lose that one by 15, but we're well and truly entrenched in the top 8 at the moment. We're in the top 2, or we're in the top 2. Sir Doug Nichols round. We beat the Dockers, and there is confidence. There is optimism here. There is a chance. Oh, we have a rookie draft pick as well. This Ashcroft person is appealing to me. There's a 78, Ryan Marrick. What is he doing in there? But we don't actually really need him though. So I think I'm going to take an accumulator mid, which could be a risky choice because based on his current overall, his potential was good. And that's what I want to see. I want to see those good potentials. Got the Dogs now in a big blockbuster clash. We're just outside the top 8. We beat them. Got the Dons now, and we are first. We are rocking and rolling good at the moment. We have got the Bombers now, and let's have a look. Let's see. We lose by 12, so we're not. The D's are on the bottom of the ladder. They won the good size last year. They're on the bottom this year. If you can believe that, 46-point winners we are. We play the Dockers now in a different time slot in the West, and we lose that one. Got the Cats now in an afternoon game, which would normally be a blockbuster one, but surprisingly enough, it's been put on in the afternoon, and we have definitely lost our good jump skip that we had now. All of a sudden being brought right into touch with potentially falling out of the top 8. Need a win, 1 point win. It's amazing how much a couple of points can be different. How you can fall on the wrong or the right side of a result. Another 2 point win this time. We're getting it done by the nitty gritty of margins. We're getting it done by the slimmest of margins. And then we get smashed by 46 against the Swans at the SCG. Got the Giants now in a prime time slot at the MCG. Win this, we're in finals. Blues are in. We shouldn't be messing up here. We've got our 13 wins. This is just to solidify what we've done. 15-point loss. I'm pretty sure we're already in. Or it would take a nightmare for us to fall out. Nightmare's going to happen. So it comes down to this. It is round 24. We are officially in. No, we're not. We're not officially in. We need to win this game. We still need to win this game. Games need to be won. We're playing the Pies. They're not making finals, but are we? Well, we win. So discussion over. We're in finals, and we finish 5th. So we are hosting an elimination final. No, we're not hosting an elimination final. Sorry, we are playing in one against Power at the Adelaide Oval. My mistake. The ladder hadn't quite updated, and this is trouble for us. This is real trouble. We lose by 10. Our year is done, but the big but though is that we did finish higher than last year, which is always good. The Brownlow Saligo won it. He would have been a good one to have snared. I don't see anybody from our club. We've got Walsh and Cripps, who both polled relatively well. I didn't really add to our forward line at all. Walsh kicked 22. And then nobody, even out of the young players that we had a look at, nobody from our club even was nominated for the Rising Star. As we have a look, I was thinking about snaring Allen, but Carroll again, he gets in to the All-Australian forward line. Wiedering gets into the All-Australian back line. So pretty good. We're going to have a look now and see who has who's won the flag this year, and it was the Geelong Football Club that defeated Sydney by 14 in a very interesting grand final, and actually knocked Port Adelaide, who have been so good in these rebuilds videos, knocked them out of winning the flag. So that's going to wrap us up for today's rebuild. Before we do wrap up though, of course, the rebuild list, how is that looking? So we've already done West Coast, Western Bulldogs, Geelong, Essendon, Collingwood, Gold Coast, Adelaide, Sydney, St Kilda, Melbourne, Port Adelaide. Now we just did Carlton, which was the number 12 team. Next up, team number 13 is Hawthorn, 14 GWS, 15 Fremantle, 16 Brisbane, 17 Richmond, and 18 North Melbourne. That's the rebuild order. Thank you guys all so much for watching. Please do make sure to leave a like and subscribe and hit that notification bell. Sydney guys will never miss another video on the channel. Thank you guys all so much for watching. Bye everyone. Flame Footy out.